Listen, by the time I turned 22, I was pulling in thousands of dollars a day in profit online. And I'm not telling you this to brag, I'm telling you this because I want you to understand something crucial. This isn't reserved for some special group of people. This is accessible to you right now with what you already have. But there's something that nobody tells you when you're just starting out. Most people have this massive misconception about business success. They think it's all about getting lucky. They think you need to know the right people or even invent the next Facebook or stumble into some magic opportunity that literally just falls on your lap. And because they think that way, they spend years waiting for the big break, waiting to feel ready, waiting for the stars to align. But here's the truth that revolutionized the way I viewed making money. Business is simply mathematics. When you don't understand business, you're at the mercy of the universe. You wake up every morning hoping and praying for a new client. You refresh your inbox obsessively, not knowing where your next dollar is gonna come from. That's a horrible way to live, and trust me, I've been there. I've felt it. But when you understand that business is a system, when you realize that specific inputs create predictable outputs, everything changes. You're no longer hoping for results or for customers. You're executing daily with precision. You know exactly what you need to do today to hit your income goals next month. That's what separates people making $2,000 a month from people making $200,000 a month. And I'm not even talking about building some billion-dollar empire here. I'm talking about making anywhere from $5,000 on the low end to over $100,000 a month on the high end. Because that's the range where life gets really, really comfortable. And it's actually way more achievable than you think. So let me break down exactly how this works. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Here's what I see constantly. People chase low-ticket business models. They get into dropshipping, selling $30 products on Shopify, or they create a 47 digital course and they try to sell it to their 2 followers on Instagram, and then they wonder why they're working 80 hours a week for pennies. Well, the math just doesn't work. Think about it. If you're selling a $50 product, you need 200 customers just to make $10,000. That's 200 separate transactions, 200 customer service inquiries, 200 potential refunds. That's fucking exhausting. And here's the other trap most people typically fall for. They copy oversaturated methods. They see some gurus showing off their dropshipping store and they think, I'll just do exactly what they did. But by the time you're actually seeing it, 10,000 other people or even more are already doing it. You're competing on price in a race to the bottom. Nobody wins. The solution is simple, but most people overlook it because it seems too straightforward. Focus on high-ticket offers where each sale is worth at least $1,000 to $5,000 or even more. Let me paint you a picture. If you sell a $1,500 offer, you just need 7 customers to make over $10,000. 7 clients, not 200, 7. Do you understand how much easier it is to find 7 people who need your help than it is to find 200? The leverage is in value per client when you're just getting started, not total customer count. And I know what you're thinking, but I'm not an expert in anything. How can I charge $1,500? Well, here's where it gets interesting. You don't need to be the expert. You don't have to be the one delivering the service if you choose to sell services. You can sell done-for-you services or even coaching programs by leveraging other people's expertise. Here's an example. Let's say you sell video editing services to real estate agents. You charge them $1,500 a month. You don't edit the videos yourself. You pay a contractor $500 to do it. You keep $1,000 in margin. Your job isn't to be the best video editor in the world. Your job is marketing, sales, and delivery management. This model is called service arbitrage, and it's how you scale without burning out. Now, the same applies to coaching. You don't need to be a guru with 20 years of experience. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the people you're helping, and you need to know how to package your knowledge or something you have an interest in into a clear, specific transformation that's actually going to help people. Here's where most people screw up. They create generic offers like, I'll help you grow on Instagram, or I offer fitness coaching. But that's not an offer. That is extremely vague. You need to pick a painful, specific problem to solve, not a generic one. Your offer should sound like this. I help fitness coaches book 5 new high-ticket clients per month using organic content without running ads or doing cold outreach. Do you see the difference? It's very clear who it's for, what they get, and what they avoid. the clearer the transformation, the easier it is to charge premium prices. And here's the thing about high-ticket services, you can actually deliver incredible results because you're not spread thin across hundreds of customers. You work with 7 people deeply, for example, get them amazing outcomes, collect those testimonials, and use them to attract even better customers, or raise your prices. Everything compounds. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but how do I actually get these clients? Organic social media is free advertising. Content is your biggest sales asset. You don't need to have a complicated 15-step funnel or $1 million ad budget. You need to post content that solves real problems, build trust with your ideal customers, and demonstrates you know your stuff. Post daily. You can post short-form videos on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and you can also post long-form videos on YouTube or even LinkedIn. The platform doesn't matter as much as your consistency. Your content strategy is actually simple. Give away your best insights for free. Show people the what and the why. When they want the how, the implementation, the hand-holding, that's when they buy. And here's something that blows people's minds. You don't need a massive audience to make a ton of money. A few dozen engaged leads per week is enough to build a 6-figure business. I've literally seen people with 5,000 followers making $30,000 a month because their content attracts the right people. We don't want to get views or likes for the sake of it, it's worthless. We want to attract customers. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Let me break down the numbers so you can see how predictable this becomes. You want to make $10,000 a month. You're selling a $1,500 offer. That means you need 7 clients. To get 7 clients, you probably need to book around 25 to 30 sales calls, assuming you close at about 25 to 30%. To get 25 to 30 calls, you need to post content daily and consistently start conversations in the DMs with people who engage with your posts. Once you track these numbers for a month or 2, you'll know your exact conversion rates. Then it becomes paint by numbers. You know that if you have to post X pieces of content and have Y conversations, you'll book Z calls and close Y clients. Knowing your number makes everything you do predictable and easy. That's how you go from hoping and praying for clients to come your way, struggling to make a few grand a month here and there, to making tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands a month very predictably and consistently. But here's what actually stops most people. It's not lack of skill. It's not even lack of opportunity. It's overthinking and fear. People wait until they feel ready. They wait until they've consumed every course, read every book, watched every YouTube video. They're waiting for this magical moment where suddenly they feel confident and prepared. Well, that moment is never gonna come. You have to understand that confidence doesn't come before you take action. It comes after. You build up your confidence by doing the things you're scared to do, by screwing up and doing it again better. I've met so many smart, talented people who waste years in this consumption loop. They're addicted to learning, they know a lot on paper, but they're terrified of executing. And meanwhile, people half as talented are building real businesses because they're willing to be imperfect. Success isn't some complex formula. It's the repetition of a simple, proven process until everything works and compounds. That's it. So let me give you the exact roadmap to make 6 figures a year online. Let's go over each step together. 1. Pick a profitable service, online course, or coaching offer. It could be fitness coaching, lead generation, content creation, social media management, addiction or dating coaching, anything. Just make sure to pick something people already pay for. 2. If you can't deliver it yourself, partner with or hire freelancers. Use the service arbitrage model. 3. Create a specific value-driven offer. Use the formula I gave you earlier. 4. Post content daily. You can post short-form videos and long-form. Document your journey, share lessons, provide value. 5. Start conversations. When people engage with your content, DM them, build relationships, book calls with people who'd be a good fit for your offer. 6. Close deals, deliver incredible results, collect testimonials, and repeat. Look, I need you to understand something. Success isn't luck. It's engineered through consistent action. Look, life isn't fair, let's be honest. Some people start off with incredible advantages, others with obstacles, and that's just reality. But here's the question that actually matters. Are you going to waste your energy complaining about the hand you were dealt? Or are you going to play it strategically and build something meaningful? The cards don't change, but your strategy can. So focus on what you can control. Develop the skills that create leverage and take consistent action toward the life you want. When people see someone making $50,000 a month, they think they got lucky. They don't see the 6 months, most likely even 6 years of posting content to only get 200 views. They don't see the sales calls that went nowhere. They don't see the late nights refining the offer. They just see the result and call it luck. But you know better now. You understand that business is a system. It's mathematics. It's cause and effect. If you follow a structured path and execute daily, not perfectly, just consistently, making more money becomes inevitable. Not possible, not probable, inevitable. At the end of the day, the market doesn't give two fucks about your feelings. It cares about the value you provide and the problems you solve.